This is the Jets Drive of the Game, presented by Tri-Honda Dealers. For today's Honda Jets Drive of the Game, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets offense showed that they still got some fight left in them and marched 70 yards down the field and put the ball in the end zone to take a second-half lead against the Dolphins in Sunday's loss. So let's bring in our New York Post Jets beat writer Brian Costello because, guys, I think this could have been one of the Jets' most explosive drives this season. First and foremost, welcome back from Miami. Let me set the mood here, Kaz, before we talk about this drive. It was the opening drive of the second half, 7 plays, 70 yards, capped off with the Davante Adams 3-yard touchdown pass from A-Raj to take a 20-15 lead. That's the Jets offense we've been all waiting to see. So let's talk about this drive, man. Break it down for us.
Yeah, well, Brandon, this is probably the best game the Jets offense has had all season, but they were held to a couple field goals in the first half, going to halftime down 15-13 after the Dolphins kicked a late field goal there in the first half. So coming out, I thought this was a really impressive drive just to make a statement and take the lead. And I really thought things were looking good in the third quarter for them with the way this went. And they really mixed it up, Brandon, with kind of what you saw a game. They had some Braylon Allen, some Isaiah Davis, some Davante Adams, some Garrett Wilson. So it was a nice drive overall. On
2nd and 8, Aaron Rodgers hit Garrett Wilson on a 42-yard pass up the sideline. Yeah. At first, I thought it was some sort of broken coverage by Jalen Ramsey. No, heck of a route by Garrett Wilson on the stutter go. But I give the Jets offense and the offense coordinators, play callers, a little props to have a little creativity to move the pocket to let Aaron Rodgers get a little bit of time on that. Garrett Wilson had himself a day, Brian. He was eating Jalen Ramsey up.
Yeah, and this is something we've been looking for all year. The Jets have not been explosive on offense. They haven't really pushed the ball downfield at all. And you have Garrett Wilson, you have Davante Adams. You expect some shots downfield, and they haven't really come this year. And Rodgers has kind of blamed the coverage for it, but I think the play calling is hurt as well. I think he doesn't want to take chances. But this one, there really wasn't much of a risk here, Brandon, because like you said, Garrett made a really nice move. Ramsey fell down. Oh. Garrett was wide open. And Aaron hit him for the 42-yard gain. I mean, if Aaron had placed the ball a little bit more inside, maybe it's a touchdown. Mm-hmm. But it was a really big game from Garrett Wilson. He was matched up with Jalen Ramsey almost all day, and he got the best of him. And that's not Jalen Ramsey from 2018 anymore, but it's still Jalen Ramsey, a pretty good cornerback. And Garrett showed what he can do against one of the better cornerbacks in the NFL.
And one last thing, Davante Adams ran that seam route. His job is to pretty much take the safety out of there, to give Garrett Wilson that true one-on-one. He ran that thing like he was hungry. He ran it and when you're selfless when it comes to running routes and opening things up for your boys on the outside, you yourself get a chance to make some plays, and we'll talk about that touchdown later, because the Jets had themselves, or they were in a 4th and 2 at the Miami Dolphins 18-yard line. They had the short pass to Isaiah Davis, and then it sets up the touchdown. Talk to us about what you saw on the touchdown, the pass to Davante Adams. We've seen that with these two before.
Well, just to touch on the 4th down before that, Brandon, because I thought that was,
yep.
That was a huge play. The offensive line did a great job on that play of protecting Aaron, which they did a pretty good job for a lot of the day. There was a breakdown late, but he really giving him that time allowed Isaiah Davis to kind of shake free, and they get the first down. Yeah, and then, I mean, the touchdown is just vintage Rodgers to Davante Adams. I think that's their 79th touchdown together. There's very few combinations in NFL history who have more touchdowns than these two. It was just Davante. What we've seen from him is he's such a good route runner. It was just a precise route. Rodgers knows where he's going to be. The two of them are just almost always on the same page.
Yeah, sorry to not give the offensive line a little love right there on that 4th down.
For that one,
yeah,
4th down.
Yeah, they had to. hey, Hog Molly's opened that thing up. But again, it was a great drive, very explosive drive for the Jets offense. They were able to put 6 on the board and not 3. And that is your Jets Drive of the Game, presented by Tri-Honda Dealers.